So here we are at Crescent Beach, and we're going to be doing some crabbing. We're going to be using these traditional casting crab traps. Each person is allowed 2 per license. You can get them online, setting up the traps and then loading up with bait. The bait we'll be using will be chicken legs. I've tested a lot of different types. Chicken legs, fish, they all work. Alright, once it's locked in, we'll be ready to cast down into the water. So normally how this crab trap works is an open crab trap. So when you drop in the water, it will open up. So the crabs will come over here, pick at the bait, and when time around 10-15 minutes, when you pull the line will pull this trap and close it, thus keeping the crabs trapped in this trap. Alright, so we're about to cast. Normally you grab it from here and then you just, so when you're casting, make sure you look at the current where the water is going so you don't lose your traps, because as you can see the water is going that way. So if we go our traps, the traps will drift over that way. If we cast on the other side, it's gonna drift underneath the docks and then you'll lose your traps. Tide is really dependent on crabbing. Usually it's during when the tide is going in and going out. That's where the crabs are moving with the tide. Alright, so we'll do some casting. And that usually takes around 10 to 15 minutes before you actually can get something. So just wait for the crabs to simply go in. Alright, so over here we have 2 types of crabs. One is the Dungeness crabs and the other one is the red rock. The Dungeness one is the one you see at the markets, the one with the more meat and the bigger sizes. The legal measurement is 165 millimeters from these points. Okay, and it has to be male. 165 when you measure. I'll show you later when we cast the crabs. And the red rock over here is 115 millimeters. The red rocks are harder shell, but the meat is a little bit sweeter. And you can't normally find those at the supermarket because they're really not worth it when you do in terms of shell to meat ratio. But we can still catch them. So alright, in our zone, fishing zone here, we're allowed to have 4 crabs per day per license. Not by how many species each. It'll be usually be like 2 this, 2 this, 3 this, or 1 of this. It really dependent.
Okay, so how we know that the crab is there?
You don't. It's actually by luck. So it just really takes time. Once you drop your traps, you usually wait around 10 to 15 minutes. If you're patient and the day is good, maybe 5 minutes you can get some crabs. But if not, if you put it in the wrong spot, waiting for like 30 minutes and there's no crabs at all. Like I said, it's really dependent on the tide. When the tide's going out and when the tide's coming in, that's when the crab activity is. Alright, we're gonna go and pull that trap up and see what we're gonna catch. Well, this trap has been sitting around approximately 10 minutes.
Hope we get some good luck.
Yeah. A note to people when they're doing this: once you touch the line, you start pulling. Don't stop, because once you stop, the trap will open. Okay, and looks like we got something here. It's a decent size. We'll take a look. Well, this one here is a Dungeness crab. Dungeness crab. Alright, you can tell that it's a male from this side here. Male is skinnier piece right here. Female is a bit wider. I was unsure. Wider here for females. Okay, and more narrow here. And since I know this one's pretty small, but I'll show you how we can measure these crabs. This is the standard for all fishermen out there, crabbers out there, to measure. Red rock is from here. And the Dungeness from here in Canada is from here. Okay, that's 165. So we measure from the tip to the tip. Okay, so you can see this one is clearly undersized. Okay, so we have to let it go. Okay, and regardless if the female is oversized, you still have to let it go. Female, we all have to let it go and just drop it back. Okay, drop it back. Just like that. This one here, as you can see, nothing. So it really depends on your luck. So sometimes you have to wait maybe 5 more minutes extra, or maybe they got it already. So you just gotta recast it. Oh look, we have a red rock. Right.
I think it's small.
It's good, but it's different species. The red rocks are a bit smaller in general. Red rocks are more aggressive in nature than Dungeness, so really watch your fingers. If you haven't encountered red rock, be careful because they do pack a punch with the bite.
Looks like we got something. Yeah, we got something.
We have contact.
Oh wow, we got I guess 2 or more than 2.
That happens.
Yeah, so let's see what we got. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. And I guess we got the bigger one. Oh, that's too big. Oh, because how many we?
This one is decent.
We got the
This one
3
is
one.
pretty big.
Oh, one is going there.
Maybe
Alright.
two.
That one's too small. That one looks like
small.
a female already. I can
that's
tell.
small.
It looks female.
Oh, you probably know already.
Yeah, this one looks
It
good.
looks decent. Yeah, this one is red rock. Alright, so we'll throw.
No way, that one.
Oh, that's small. Oh, that's small. We got 4.
Here's a baby Dungeness, as you can tell. This one's female as well. Whiter hair. Whiter hair. Female. Alright. Still got one here. Still. Oh, there's another one. Small red rock.
Oh, we got
Better
5
food.
now.
It's a lot. Alright.
This is really good.
Alright, you gotta stop eating. Alright, this one's female as well. Okay.
Oh, triangle one is a female? Or how do you recognize
This one, more narrow, male.
Oh,
Okay, more narrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, so this one is not sure of the size. We always measure just in case.
Yeah.
What's
I
that?
don't want to get my. Get my caliper.
See.
Alright. We measure it from the tip to the tip, right? So this one's a Dungeness. We follow Dungeness here. So here. So it's still under. You see how much it's under?
Very close.
So you still have to release it. Okay?
Oh,
So maybe next year, alright?
get ready for the next year, bud. A little close.
It was a little close. It happens all the time. And, but
Okay, let's
you
throw
gotta
the
respect
game.
the rules of the game, so that's how we can keep it for next year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we have a sizable Dungeness given to us by one of our fellow fishermen out there. This one is legal size. As you can see, I'll hold it down with my knee. It matches the edges. Okay. When you're crabbing, always make sure to check the weather and then check the tides. Make sure you're matching it so that you won't hit the lowest of the tide or the highest of the tide. That way you can always catch it when the crabs are moving in and out.